All right. Well, I guess we'll move over to what do we call this? Kansas City North
Yeah,
or
Chicago Royals.
Chicago Royals? Who? Let's talk about this real quick. You're getting lit up. You're getting lit up. The was it last week by some dude saying you stole his graphics or something
Oh, I forgot about
on
that. Yeah,
Twitter?
yeah, yeah. I just made my stupid graphics I've been making forever, but yeah, I combined the Royals logo cleverly, quote unquote, with the Sox logo. It actually works really well together. If you check out the website, you'll see that.
Yeah.
But yes, someone accused me on Twitter of ripping off his logo, and I'm like, well, I made this myself. It's not all that revolutionary. I'm sure
Yeah.
many people had the same idea, but he could produce no evidence that he had actually created anything. Where I have months worth. I think I posted that back in August. First time I made that logo. So yes, I thwarted his argument. He
You
actually
did.
deleted the tweet because I'm like,
Who?
I don't know
Well,
you.
first you were like, "Who are you?"
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know who you are. And I posted the link to our story back in August where I first started talking about this. So.
It gave me a hearty chuckle.
Yeah, don't fuck with me with graphics, man. I've been
That's
doing this
right.
for
This is
25
graphics
years.
boy.
I wanted to see what he did because I was gonna just blow it out of the water. I'm sure he used Photoshop or
This is graphics
Corel
boy over
Draw.
here. This graphics boy right there. Don't
Yeah,
mess with him. So speaking of Royals North, let's just get this out of the way.
yeah.
In a non-stunning move, the White Sox went ahead and hired an assistant GM.
Could
Guess
he be from
what?
the former Royals somehow?
Yes, he is from the Royals. Jin Wong. He's the assistant GM for the White Sox now. He was a Royals executive for I don't know, almost 2 decades. He
Okay.
was part of the World Series team, so he's got that under his belt at least.
Well, and
So
there's the argument why the White Sox might be doing this, but to the extent they're devoting their rebuilding their entire organization, the image of 10 years ago Royals is just unreal.
yeah, I mean,
Hilarious.
it wasn't like it was. If they were still having success off of that build from 10 years ago or something, I'd be like, all right, I get it. The Sox are looking for some sustained success. They had
Yeah.
like 2 good seasons,
Such
which,
a strange organization to emulate.
yes,
They did
bizarre.
have 2 great seasons. I
Yeah.
will give them that, but compare the rest of the 40 years between now and whenever the George Brett era. What are we doing?
Yeah, exactly. And then, of course, it doesn't stop there.
Mm.
For the players, at least that I've tracked, all that they've signed, all have royal ties in some ways. Martin Maldonado started out with the Royals.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
Yeah,
can we talk about? Do you talk
yeah. Go ahead.
about Maldonado?
Yeah,
What do you think of that move? Actually,
I don't hate the move. I think he's a great defensive catcher, which
he
we
is.
lack. We lack,
Yeah,
but
I think it's a smart move.
with the mysterious. Also, both of my teams have mysterious starting pitching staffs coming into the
Boy,
season.
yeah. What's your
Um,
rotation?
and we'll get into the rotation. Some news that came out the other day from uh, Getz about the rotation in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people have just shit on the move. I know it's not a splashy move, but to me, it's a solid move, and it's
It's
what they need for these pitchers.
Maldonado made perfect sense with the Astros because they didn't need the offense. They needed a lights out, backstop, for their championship runs, and I thought that
Yeah,
made sense. I think he's a good player to have in your roster. It's just interesting the White Sox in the position they're in would go after. It seems like he seems like the final piece on a contender or
yeah,
something.
I do agree with that assessment. I think though, like Getz really looking at at the White Sox, it's almost like if we lose it, well, they're not really losing anything offensively because a catcher has not produced offensively since Yasmani Grandel's like first season with the White Sox. So that's kind of been a lost offensive component. but it's
You
almost
had to do
like,
something with the defense.
but we had to do something with the defense. And if you're saving runs, which the Sox have not been able to do, if you can start saving
Run
runs,
prevention is the name of the game.
Yeah, if they can get decent run prevention, it may be, you know, you may see some more stealing some wins that were losses last year. But you're also now saying we're expecting those guys we always talk about outside of Lewis Robert to, you know, get to their numbers and stay healthy, because that by signing a non-offensive catcher, by signing players who are just really good at defense and have mediocre offensive numbers, you're putting all the pressure back on the core group of guys who are left to all hit their numbers. And there's no reason to believe that's even going to happen. So you're looking at a 2024 as outside of some major moves, which I don't see them making, as another lost season for White Sox fans, because you got like Brett Phillips sucks, but he's good defensively. He's not your right field solution. You got the Tim Hill, who came over from San Diego, but he was originally a Royal too, just like Phillips. And then Nicky Lopez. I mean, and then the other middle infield signing is Paul DeYoung, who's
no Royals ties.
No Royals, but Missouri because of St. Louis. So I mean,
close enough.
Close enough. So you know, there's nothing there to make me be excited for 2024 as a White Sox fan right now.
Maldonado,
other than watching Lewis Robert play center field.
Absolutely.
But and I have to take and on that note, I have to enjoy this time with him, because he just signed Boris as his agent like 4 days ago. So
you've got him for like 4 more years, though, I think.
Yeah, it's true.
That's
but,
one of the good things that Rick
Hahn
did.
I'll say 3.5, because, you know, if it's not going to work out, that might be, unless they're contending in 3 years, which is whatever.
Sure hope so, for the sake of this podcast.
Yeah, for the sake of my
mental health.
Yeah, exactly.
Maldonado, I forgot to mention, I didn't see the full terms of his deal. It's only a 1-year deal, isn't it?
Yeah.
How many million?
With an option, $4 million, and then an option for another 4, I think, for next year. So
it's 36 years old. Like, what? Yeah. This is why I said it makes sense for, you know, the final piece of a contender. So I'm confused by this.
But. Yeah, they also acquired like 4 or 5 other fucking catchers. I think we joked about that or a couple podcasts ago. I mean, they've signed like. No one to note. I can't even name one of them. Yeah. But like
everyone.
Yeah, it's like when there was a time when they were only acquiring first baseman. Now they've moved to catcher. So I don't know. Right. Yeah, Getz did allude to the fact that you know, right field is still a hole for them that they are looking to fill.
Since Jermaine Dye?
Yes, since Jermaine Dye, that they are looking to fill. Also, former Royal Jermaine Dye.
Oh my God! Never ends.
It goes all the way back to that team.
Should have seen it coming.
Yeah, we should have. So he said it could be. You know, we're not ruling out that it's going to be from outside the organization for obvious reasons. So I don't know what that means.
Wordhole Media.